What's up, everybody? So I've got my snowblower here. I'm out here in the garage trying to do a little fix. Years ago, I had done a video about how to start your snowblower if it doesn't start on this particular model. Maybe it'll work on similar models, but that was kind of a temporary fix. It involved spraying starter fluid in the air intake, and that didn't really permanently solve the problem. That's what I've been doing when we need the snowblower, taking the cover off, putting some starter fluid in the air intake, and it starts up every time. So today I'm gonna try to attempt a permanent fix. We're gonna be doing a couple of things here. Number one, taking some of this carb choke cleaner that I bought online and spraying the air intake and letting it sit for a few minutes. And then we're gonna get under here and take off the float bowl near the carburetor and clean that out, and hopefully that will do it. So let's get started. I do have the cover off. To take the cover off, you have to remove the fuel cap temporarily. There's a few screws and bolts here. You have to take this piece off as well, and then this red thing slides off. And so first we're gonna take this cleaner, and the air intake on this particular model is located here. And I just untied or unscrewed this little piece, and this plastic cap just came right off. And so this is what we're gonna do first. And we're just gonna let it sit for 10 minutes.
Now while we're waiting for that to saturate, I'm gonna come over here and undo this nut right here. And there may be some, maybe some fuel that comes out. I think that's normal. So have some rags. There we go. It is draining. Have some rags and maybe a little bowl here.
That is drained completely. There's no fuel shut off, so it actually drained the entire fuel tank into a bucket. So I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew this all the way and make sure that that doesn't get lost. And then the little bowl here comes out. And what we're gonna do, you can see the pieces up close. This is the bowl, the float bowl. I think that's what you call it. I'm no mechanic. But anyway, let's get a closer look at what we're gonna be cleaning out here. There is a brass tube inside this metal silver tube right there. It's notched. We're gonna be spraying that and then just making sure that any side holes are clear as well. And then the little white float we're gonna take off in a second. So let's get this sprayed first. We're gonna spray it kind of aggressively. And this next move here might be a little controversial. I have a little bread twisty tie piece of wire, and I'm just gently going up into that to unclog it. You can comment below if you think that's smart or not. I don't wanna knock anything out and make the problem worse. Anyway, next we're gonna take the white float off. There is a little pin that just pops off. Be careful, that pin can just slide in and out. And then we're gonna take our cleaner again and just kind of protect myself from it spraying back here and giving that hole a good spray. So now there's 2 copper holes you can see there. We're gonna spray the heck out of that and then put the float back on and then put the bowl back on as well. Put the bolt for the bowl back on. It's just kind of straight up the center of that bowl. We'll twist that on and tighten it down with our socket wrench here until it is nice and snug. Then we'll put the little nut back on the air intake cover, and then the red cover, obviously we'll reassemble everything here and then bring it out to the test site. I did need to put more fuel in it since I had drained the fuel, so don't forget that important step if you choose to follow in my steps. Let's crank it and see if this works. Yeah, baby, it works. It took a while to get going there, but that's normal. That started right up. No starter spray required. Hopefully this helps you out.